I'm going to be showing you today is how to do a full service on a VW Touran. That's a 2005 1.6 petrol. I'm going to be doing a full service including the oil filter, air filter, pollen filter and spark plugs. So I'm just going to turn the car around here. I'm going to pop the bonnet. So first thing what you want to do is jack up the car, put it on axle stands, get all your tools out. Pull the engine cover off. There is 4 grommets, one on each corner. Just pull it up. First one, I'm going to start with the air filter. There is 4 screws to hold the air filter cover. You use a Phillips screwdriver. I think it was PH3 that I used. Pull the cover off. To take the air filter out, there is one more screw that you have to take out, which is this one. It's the same size. After you unscrew this screw, just pull the brackets up. This will release your air filter. And now you just have to pull it out. First, to get to the oil filter, you have to take this under tray off. There is 8 screws holding it on, 4 on each side. That's Torx bit. I believe it was T25. After you take all of them out, there is 2 tabs that you're going to push in to release it. As you can see, you can't pull it out, but once you push it in, it comes off. Just put it on the side. Now you can see your oil filter, which is up there, and that's your drain plug. I believe this was 17mm socket that you will need. So get your drain pan, grab your ratchet, take the sun plug off. Let the oil drain. In that time, you can take your oil filter off. I managed to have a oil filter cap which fits correctly. So just put it on. Take your ratchet and take it off. Be careful because some oil will spill out from there. So just move your pan a little bit further in so it catches the oil from the oil filter. If you don't have it big enough, just wait for your oil to drain from the sump and then close it with the sump plug and then move it over to underneath the oil filter. As you can see, the oil keeps coming up, but only a little bit. There's not much. So unscrew the oil filter. Now I like to always check if this is the right size, so by putting your one on top of each other to make sure it's the same size. Just get a little bit of engine oil, lubricate the seal before you put it back. So just spin on your oil filter in, just use your hand to put it back. Don't use any other tools, it needs to be hand tight. Now put your sump plug back in. You can replace it, but my one looked in good condition, so I didn't have to change it. Use your ratchet and your 17mm socket. Make sure it's tight, but not too tight. Now get your new air filter, slide it in. Grab your air filter bracket that you removed earlier on. Slide this in. Make sure it goes in. Screw it in. Don't over tight this bolt. Now grab your air filter cover, screw it in, and your air filter is done. After this, we're going to move on to the spark plugs, which few people are saying it's hard to do, but in not my opinion, all you have to do the spark plugs on this car is a universal joint. It's a swivel joint adapter, however you want to call it. I will show you this in a bit. But now you want to use a long nose pliers to pull all the HT leads of the spark plugs. As you can see, this is number 1 spark plug here, and as you can see the HT leads are numbered. That's number 1, so that goes on the number 1 spark plug. Then there you have number 2, as you can see in there, number 3, and number 4. So you can't mix them up. So the first spark plug is easy. You just get the extension, spark plug socket, and the ratchet, and take the spark plug off. Now we're gonna get to removing the number 2 spark plug. For this, as you can see, you need a swivel head extension adapter. I'm not sure what's the actual name for it, but that's what you need. And as you can see, you just push onto the spark plug, and you can help yourself by reaching it from the bottom. There is space, and now it's on. All you have to do is just crack it loose. And as you can see, it's pretty easy to take off. And there you go, that's the number 2 spark plug. Now you're going to remove the number 3 the same way as you remove the number 2 spark plug. You only need to use the swivel adapter on number 2 and number 3. You don't need it for number 1 and 4. So again, as you can see, they're very easy to do. It's just a matter of having that swivel adapter. Now you can take the swivel head off and take your number 4 spark plug off. As you can see here, I'm using a NGK spark plugs. That's the part number if you need them. I like to always make sure that this is the same length and same thread by just connecting them together side by side. And as you can see, they look same. And as you can see, the number 4 is going back in. Always put your spark plugs back in first by hand, and then finish them up with the ratchet. As you can see, number 4 is in. Now we're going to put the spark plug number 3 back in. Don't forget to use your swivel adapter. And that's it. As you can see, it's done. I'm gonna do the other 2 off camera. but it's the same procedure. Now, after you've done the spark plugs, you want to put the HT leads back on the spark plugs. Once you get it on, make sure it clicks on. Just push it really hard, and my one is in. That's number 4 spark plug. That's it. I've done the other 2 off the camera, but as I said, it's the same procedure. Now we're gonna fill up the oil. I believe it takes 4.5 liters. I'm using Shell engine oil. That's 5W40, fully synthetic. It's kind of slow to fill it up in these engines, but be patient. After you fill it up, use your dipstick to check if it's the correct level. My one is on the maximum, so I can take my funnel off, put the filler cap on. After you start your engine, the oil level would drop a little bit because it's going to go into your oil filter. So you'll have to top it up after you run the engine for, I would say, 2 minutes. While the engine is running, I like to go underneath the car, check if there is no leaks. And as you can see, there is no oil leaks. So I can put this cover back on. Yeah, we'll do it off the camera, but it's just 8 screws. After I put it back, I like to turn the engine off, recheck my oil, make sure it's at the correct level. If it is, then job done. If it's not, then top it up. As I said, on my car is dropped because it went into the oil filter, so I just had to top it up a little bit. Recheck your oil again. Now as you can see, it's fine. It's all the way to the max. And you're done. Now put everything back. Your filler cap, your engine cover. Take your car off the axle stands and you're done. Your full service is done. All we have to do now is go inside and change the cabin filter, which goes underneath the glove box, as I'm about to show you now. So move your seat back, make more room. There is 2 screws that you have to take off first to take this cover off. It's this one's. That's the second one. After you remove them, pull the cover off. And that's where the cabin filter is. My cover was off, I'm not sure why. I think because there is a screw missing down here, but it's fine. So so what you want to do is just pull it left and it will come off. And as you can see, my cabin filter is really dirty. It's meant to be white, not grey. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna compare it to the new one. As you can see, it's meant to look like this. As you can see, by looking here, it's meant to be white. As you can see, it's just because of all the dirt. I think it hasn't been changed for a while. To put your new filter in, all you have to do is just squeeze it in. And it's in. Just make sure it goes in properly. Take your cover, put it through the holes in the filter, push it up, and push it to the right. Now, after you've done that, there should be a screw holding it in. So if you have it, just make sure you put it back. If you don't, that's not a problem. It's not going to come off. I think it's just someone didn't put it back properly before. That's why my one was off slightly, but it's fine. So now take your cover, put it back. Make sure you put those 2 screws back in. And your service is done. I just wanted to let you know that I will be changing my thermostat soon. So if you want to see this video, let me know in the comments below. The thermostat is here. It's pretty easy to do. If you would like to see the video, put it in the comments below. As I said, that's the new thermostat. Just don't have the time now to change it. I will change it soon. But yeah, make sure when you get the new thermostat, make sure you get the seal as well. Don't forget to reset your service light, and as you can see, my one is on. But what you want to do is turn your ignition off, press and hold your trip button, which is the one on the right. Press it in and hold it. Turn your ignition on, hold it for 2 seconds, let it go, and then turn the left one to the right. Don't press it, just turn it to the right. And your service light is off. And as you can see, when you turn your ignition on, the service light is gone. That's it. So hopefully I will see you soon with the next video. But for now, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.